You know, I stream live video out every day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at live.pirillo.com. People are in the chat room right now, and we've got this live video feed of my home office desk here. Sorry. You never really know what's going to happen. I mean, this is my life. I enjoy doing what I do, blogging, consulting with companies, and helping people do what they want to do on the internet, and, making bloggers money. I mean, I just do a lot of things. And, this video is just another thing that I do to connect with people outside of my walls here. And I got a top 11 list, and I'm only going to read the last 5 points related to a subset of it, but I'll post everything, and believe me, this is good content. I'll post the rest of it to the corresponding blog post for this video on chris.pirillo.com. So if you're watching this video on any website, or if it's been embedded somewhere, stop by chris.pirillo.com and look for that video there. In fact, on YouTube, you could probably click on the refers, and the number 1 should be the permalink for this particular video, and you can go there to read the full. That's where you can go, by the way. It's kind of a shortcut for you. If you want to read the full show notes for any video on YouTube, usually the first link that, you've seen it, you've clicked that link to see what other sites are linking to it. If you click it, the first one is usually chris.pirillo.com. Just a little side tip. It says, hey Chris, it's John Sage again. Sorry, it's not really Lars Honeytoast, but there's a story behind that. I sent you an email a few days ago about the top 5 ways to get music, and after watching you talk about camcorder buying tips, I thought it'd be great to throw in a few tips for recording live performances, shows, concert, that sort of deal. My friend and I like filming shows at the local venues, and we even help film for a little organization we now call Music Showcase at newmusicshowcase.tv at the local Comcast Center, where they let us use their cameras and set. After a while, there are some things you seem to focus on while recording these. And I'm going to just run through really quick the equipment that he lists, and he's got an extensive description for each, but I'm going to pop the last 5. He says for equipment, cameras, battery and tapes, tripod or Steadicam, lights, audio, storage, tote, crew, and extras. And then this is where it gets interesting to me. Once you have all these things that have been thought of and taken care of, you're ready, hopefully, to get onto your show. When you're at the event, there's a few tips I think that might help you out. Number 1. Don't be shy. Talk to the talent, band, whoever before the show and get their permission to be sure they don't mind if you try for a more creative shot if it might, quote-unquote, invade their space. Number 2, get creative. After all, this is art. Don't be afraid to exploit your equipment for every fun shot you can. I use my bipod Steadicam to get boom shots above guitarists, and I even tip it upside down and get an upside-down shot from someone's feet. Sounds like a bad idea, but you can always flip the image without losing any quality later, and the shot looks amazing and creative. Always try new things and new angles to film from. If it looks bad, you can always switch to a different camera, but if it looks good, you'll be switching to this shot. Number 3, keep safe. No matter where you are, there are risks to you or your equipment. If you're filming in a studio, there's always the possibility of tripping on a cable or someone falling over something. At a rock concert, filming from the crowd means you could get bumped into by somebody or even somebody coming out of the mosh. Everyone's starting a mosh, right? Always be aware of your surroundings, young Padawan. The only thing here worth more than your equipment is you. Number 4, setup. Get ready as quick and as smooth as you can. Keep organized and out of the way. If you're a nuisance to the staff, they're not going to let you film here, and you must be respectful during setup and overall productions. Oh, by the way, you might want to check your... I know you ran spell check, but it spell checked the word nuisance as nuance. It's different word there. But thank you for running spell check. I appreciate that when people send me email. Number 5, setting. When preparing to film something, you must think about the size of the stage, crowd area, or any place you might use for your video, whether it's going to be filmed or going to be filmed from. Always take into consideration the size of the crowd, the size of the talent, and the sound levels as well. Sometime I'll try to get some editing tips up, but for now, this is all I can type at 2 a.m. I hope this helps anybody going out there filming plays, bands, recitals, or anything. Oh, and Chris, thanks for reading my emails. I was really happy to know that you read my last one, and even happier that you read it on camera. If you're ever looking for something to talk about or read about the cam, I'll be happy to help out. No, this is really, really helpful. As I said, I couldn't read like the descriptions of the equipment, but we'll link and everything up on the blog post. And I didn't mean to point out the misspelling, but I just wanted to point out that when you send me email, like tip lists, it's very appreciated that you run a spell check. Very appreciated. My tip for sending emails: write it, then go back and read it twice. Read it aloud. If anything sounds awkward, rewrite that sentence. Takes longer, but it makes for a better tip list. And it's just a great way to practice your writing skills. Yes, I know that's the English teacher in me. The only live performance, a music performance that I was ever a part of was a Bare Naked Ladies concert. It wasn't really a concert. It was one Bare Naked Lady, and Stephen Page. He had the Vanity Project, which is an independent project. It sounded, amazing. But I was so starstruck with him that when I did the interview that I posted on my blog, I was so blah, da, 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 da. That's what I sounded like, right? And he was like, "What are you smoking, dude?" I'm like, "I'm not smoking anything. I'm just kind of starstruck because I love the Bare Naked Ladies, the band, BNL. I'm not just saying that." Anyway, no, it's Bare Naked. Bare Naked's one word, Joshua, and it's an awesome band, by the way. So, thanks for the tips for filming live performances. I think it's all important to keep in mind with live video being, I think, pretty much commonplace now. A lot of people at South by Southwest this year were streaming live. I mean, if I would have gone, I would have probably just been lost in the crowd, like, because everybody else is doing the same thing. It's like, okay, I'm on to the next thing. What's the next big thing with video? That's a question for you. Anyway, feel free to leave a comment, or my email address is chris@pirillo.com if you've got any other further tips, whether it's related to video, tech, or anything, really. You're also welcome to swing by the chat room. We're typically talking tech 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at live.pirillo.com. We'll see you later.